everyone. Welcome back to Math SAT. No, SAT Math question of the day. With brother Seth Chaiken, Professor Emeritus of University at Albany, and his brother Joel Chaiken. We're here to help you really learn how to approach these SAT questions. So here we have one. You got some exponents there, and they're x to the a squared minus x to the b squared, x to the 16th, and x squared to the 1, and a plus b is 2. What is the value of a minus b? First of all, this looks a little intimidating, right? You're like, oh my God, like, what do you do? It's algebra. It's not a word problem. When you see exponents, sorry I said I shouldn't say that. When you see exponents, when you see a number or a variable that's the same, basically the base with exponents, you're dividing the two. There's a rule that says x to the a divided by x to the b is x to the a minus b. So your intuition should be to try that first, to simplify. You want to simplify this expression because it looks pretty complicated, right? This is complicated. So the key word is simplify. It's sort of an intuitive way to approach this. So you use that rule that when you divide two numbers, you subtract their exponents. So this would be x to the a squared minus b squared equals x to the 16th. Always try to use the equal sign. Really important. Now you stare at this thing and then you realize, then a squared minus b squared. I should be using a stylus. Okay. A squared minus b squared is equal to 16. Still, it looks a little weird. Looks a little intimidating. And what do you do? Now you remember factoring, and particularly factoring of the difference of two perfect squares. Guaranteed, almost every SAT test will ask you to factor the difference of two perfect squares. When I work with kids in factoring and they do this, I warn them in 10th and 11th grade. I say, you will see this on the SAT. Remember how to factor the difference of two perfect squares. For some reason, the teachers, people who make up tests are obsessed with the difference of two perfect squares. Now, Seth's been a teacher, right? You're Professor Emeritus. Very quickly, why do you think teachers and test makers are obsessed with kids knowing how to factor the difference of two perfect squares? Or why do you think this is like on every test? What's so special about this thing?
Well, it's the simplest, very special case of factoring a second-degree polynomial. Okay. It's missing the AB term.
Right. Yeah.
And yes. So
I'm still sort of amazed as to how every single SAT question has this on it. This is called the difference of two perfect squares. I'm sure everybody has seen it. So you do have to remember that the difference of two perfect squares, when you factor it, is a plus b and a minus b.
Times a minus b.
Yeah, did I say plus? Bad me. Bad me.
Yeah, bad, yes. You have to know you have to watch the difference between adding and multiplying.
Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah. Exactly. People have seen this, x squared minus 49 factors as x plus 7 and x minus 7. This is a little, right? But this is interesting because it's the a and the b. You may only see it. You may only remember it this way. See, there's a number there, x squared minus 49. But here you have to realize that it's a squared minus b squared is a plus b times a minus b. Always keep the equal sign going down. Very important to keep that equal sign. Now you stare at this thing. Now you read the rest of the question. X is greater than 1. Okay, like that doesn't. Seth will say whether that's important later. And a plus b is equal to 2. Now this is algebra. Guess what? Substitution time. A plus b. Oh, I'm sorry. We also have to keep an eye as to what the goal is. The goal is that we want to know. They are asking what is a minus b. Now notice they told you that a plus b is equal to 2. See this? And they're asking you, what is this thing? Well, we'll change color. We'll turn it into blue thing, right? This is blue thing. Okay? So it's 2 times blue thing is equal to 16. So what is the blue thing? They're asking what the blue thing. It's so important to keep focused as to what they're asking on the test. They're asking you what the blue thing is. So what's the blue thing? 2 times blue thing is 16. So what's blue thing? Seth, what's blue thing?
It's 8.
It's 8. So then the answer is 8. So this brings up a lot of things. You have to know the difference between squares. You have to know the exponent rule. You have to be able to substitute. The a plus b is 2. You have to focus on what the answer is. You have to realize that the answer is a blue thing, and you want to solve for the blue thing, and then you get the answer. What do you think, Seth?
Oh, sounds good. Sounds good. What I would add is that as soon as you see a product or quotient of exponentials with a common base,
right?
You will not go wrong. Yes, you will not go wrong to simplify it. When you simplify it, the base will occur only once.
That's right.
And simplifying this gives you the common base x times raised to the a squared power,
right,
minus whatever the exponent of x in the denominator was, which happens to be b squared.
Right. That is a nice looking cat.
Right.
Very cuddly.
Yeah.
Okay.
She'll help. And then it kind of leads you that the only way that if you know that x to the 16th is equal to x to some unknown quantity, well, unless x is 0, then the exponents must be equal. So this leads you to the fact that in this problem, 16 equals a cat messed that up, equals what? A squared minus b squared. And then you just follow your nose that the problem gives you one piece of information, a plus b equals 2. And the question is, what is a minus b?
Right.
At that point, the question is testing how well you remembered one of the little menu of facts that they teach in school about factoring.
Right.
The standard way of factoring the difference of 2 squares.
Right. Right.
Right.
Yeah, and also remember in algebra, it's really important not to worry too much about how weird or unusual or unique the problem is. For example, like for example, you've seen things like this, x to the 10th divided by x to the 7th, you probably know is x cubed. Probably know that, right? If you have x to the a squared over x to the b squared, it's possible that your brain will freak out and you won't know what to do because that's weird, right? You're used to using actual, what are these things called, Seth? Numbers? There's a more technical word for that. An actual number, right? Like an actual. I don't want to say a real number, but an actual number, right? That's right.
Yeah.
So here you have to just say, fine. Oh, the exponent rules always work. I don't care if it's a squared. I don't care what that stupid thing is. It's x to the first exponent minus x minus the second exponent, no matter what it is. That's one of the humps of algebra. You got to get used to that. That doesn't really matter. You just do it anyway, right? A squared minus x squared minus b. Doesn't matter how complicated those exponents are. You know. That's the exponent rules. So, anything else?
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. So please, if you like this video, go ahead. If you dislike it, please let us know. Dislike and any comments are we would love any comments, in constructive, destructive, anything. We just want to make as many comments, your opinions, so we can try to make these videos as good as they can be for you to help you understand how to approach these SAT problems. Okay, how's the cat doing?
Oh, she's sitting on the table, probably waiting for food, as usual.
Okay. Okay, everyone. That's a good idea. Okay. Have a great day.
Okay, bye. Meow.